Today I'm gonna make a dish inspired by Chana Masala. It's an Indian dish with chickpeas, but I'm gonna add some kimchi for a Korean twist. And instead of serving it with like naan or an Indian type of bread, I'm gonna serve it with something like a scallion pancake. So my intention is simply creativity, and I'm taking different aspects from different cultures, but I'm doing it from a place of curiosity, okay? Not trying to own it. So let's do it, and let's talk about what's really real. So let's make our scallion pancake things because I like scallion pancake. Let me get the flour. Organic flour from a local purveyor, this much, a little bit more. A little bit of salt and hot water. Burn my hand. If you look at history, cultures coming together, but sometimes it's not coming from the best intention. It's not coming from a positive intention. So why not think about coming together with other cultures with a positive intention? Because we're all alike, we're all one. We could change the future instead of being stuck in the past and say coming together was a mistake or it was due to bad intentions, because a lot of times it was. But let's move forward in positivity. I've had the privilege to meet people from all over the world, and regardless of what the news and what some people say about certain cultures, really when you get to know someone, no matter where they're from, we really do have a lot in common. And I've had personal experiences myself where either I have judged someone from a different country or someone has judged me. And after just getting to know each other, we put our differences aside, and a lot of the issues that we think are the preconceived notions are just simply not true. You know, for the people, for you and me, just the normal people, right? We don't need to fight each other. A little bit more water. So here are my vegetables, plus my kimchi over here, and I have some chickpeas that were soaking in water overnight. These are dry chickpeas, you can use canned chickpeas. So let's cut this up. And as someone whose story is largely influenced by culture as a means to find my own identity, I think that was a stage of my life, a stage of my journey, in order to discover myself, to rediscover my Italian and Chinese heritage. But after visiting these places and meeting the people there, I realized that my race and culture doesn't define me, but it's beautiful in a way. But it doesn't define me. It's like a shade of color, and we each have our own unique shade of color, which race and culture can help brighten. But at the end of the day, me and you are much larger than that. We're connected, no matter our race and culture. Everyone is on a different journey, and everyone needs to learn different lessons. There are seasons in life, and you know, I haven't always been so authentic my whole life. I was afraid to, and maybe I was doing things and saying things that weren't really in line with who I was, just because that's what resonated with me at the time. That's where I vibrated at the time. Keep being you where you're at right now, but when you hear that message, when you get that nudge to change, don't be afraid to step into that change. Hear the call and take action on this new chapter of your life. There's no mistakes, just lessons. But let's say you're doing something like, we'll say gambling. Okay, gambling might not be something that's in your highest timeline, but it could be where you're at right now and what you need to experience now in order to learn lessons. So I'm not telling you to keep gambling, but if this really defines your identity, if it suddenly disappeared, you would be at a loss. Let's also relate this back to creating content. Let's say that on TikTok, if you're dancing, you get like millions of views on every video, and there's nothing wrong with that. But are you dancing because you actually like dancing? Or are you dancing because you want to get views? Maybe you could dance and then take it a layer deeper and talk about why you're dancing, and talk about how it's good for your body, it's good for your mind to dance, rather than just using the trending songs. Okay, this is a layer deeper. But if you're dancing right now, keep dancing, and then just when you feel that nudge to change and evolve and go a layer deeper within yourself, then answer that call. I'm not here to judge someone to say you're not on the right path. I can only speak for myself, but I know that everyone's life is different. The seasons of our life are different, so you can't expect someone to change when they still resonate, they still vibrate with what they're doing right now, and only they can decide when to change. Like cooking with my grandmother was a big part of my own self-development, as well as my grandmother's development too, and we both like taught each other lessons. My grandmother is the master. She taught me things, and I also taught her things. The student teaches the master just as much as the master teaches the student. But that season is over, and it was worthwhile for both of us. I answered the call and I stopped filming videos, you know? It's all about listening. Listening to yourself, listening to what feels right. I had the old nudge to film videos more like this, and I'm doing that right now. I really am bad with the knife, you know. I was pretty bad in cooking school with cutting, and when I'm at home, I don't really cuff my hands out, so I'm not the best like knife skills person. So I'm all over the place. So here's my vegetables: peppers, onions, carrots, tomatoes, scallions. chickpeas. I think we're okay. I got a piece of ginger too. Health is wealth. This is all vegetables. This is all gonna be vegetable spices. It's amazing. I'm using a lot of strong flavors, like kimchi is strong flavors. This could either taste really good or just be overpowering too much. Ginger, just a little. Whatever we're doing. Vegetables in with the ginger. I'm gonna use this pav bhaji seasoning. I know it tastes better when you use your fresh spices, but I don't have them right now, and I'm still learning about different Ayurvedic cuisine and the spices, so it's a lot easier to buy these spice mixes right now. I've had pav bhaji once before. I don't really know how to describe it, but it was really delicious and flavorful. So this is the season mix. That's coriander, dehydrated unripe mango, red chili, cumin powder, salt, dried garlic, fennel, black pepper, star anise, cardamom, cloves, nutmeg, paprika, mace. So I think this is gonna be good. Wow, that smells amazing. And all these flavors and spices, and this is what I'm talking about, are health. You know, the food that we eat is actually medicine. And it's the intention that we set, because if you set the intention every day that the food that you eat nourishes yourself and gives you energy, and you bless the food and you're thankful for the food, this food has energy right now. Everything is an energy transference. I like to eat alive food. Take it off the heat now and put it in a blender. I'll let this cool for 5 minutes so I don't blend it while it's hot and destroy myself. And again, this is not an authentic recipe. This is just me. It's me living life. It's good, but it needs more salt. Kimchi, which is salty, sour, so this is gonna be a game changer right now. And we're gonna saute the kimchi. Add that kimchi juice for the flavor. I don't even know if it's gonna complement the pav bhaji spices that I added, but we're gonna find out right now. Look at that nice color too. Dried chickpeas and some water. And we're gonna reduce this. And this will be until the chickpeas cook. A little bit more salty. I'm gonna add a little soy sauce in there. Scallion pancake type thing, flour. Okay, we're rolling this out. So let's talk about the truth. Find the truth in yourself. Find the truth in the situation. Be true to yourself. The truth is something that can never truly be hidden. It's always there in plain sight. And you can cover it up, you can run away from it, but it's still always there. It's on your conscience. So I believe that the longer you avoid the elephant in the room, the heavier the weight will be. And you might think, oh yeah, nothing's going to bother me. I'm just gonna keep on avoiding what I have to face. I have to avoid my actions. I have to avoid, you know, what I said to this person and just like pretend like it never happened. You can't ignore your past. But no matter what, what's real, what's true, what's authentic will always be true, real, and authentic. If you're living your life with respect, you're not trying to hurt someone, and you're trying to do the right thing, no matter what. I believe in karma, so you will be taken care of. Just keep being you, and don't let other people dim your light and try to pull you down. Olive oil. Okay, let's roll it up like this. It's important to do an internal audit of ourselves, and if we don't have a strong foundation in who we are and what we stand for, and don't face the truth of who we are, and stop numbing ourselves from the pain, then our life is in effect more difficult, because it's not like we're off the hook. That's what I believe. So the truth is always there, and the story you tell yourself, just make sure it's true. I mean, you're doing the right thing and it's not an illusion. And a lot of times, the truth is hiding in plain sight. You know, the narrative about you, about someone you know, is a false narrative. But a lot of times, the narrative of people that are not telling the truth, they're the ones attacking you because their narrative is false. So just be aware of that. But as long as you stay true to yourself and you do the right thing and you honor your word and you are speaking the truth, I don't want to say rewarded, but like you will be taken care of. You are looked after. You are valued. What you're doing is not in vain. Living your life with purpose, with respect, with honesty and integrity is hard sometimes because it's so easy to fall into temptation and take the low-hanging fruit. I'm losing my voice and the smell is making me, feel it because it's alive. To recap, if you're living true to yourself, if you're telling the truth, if you're not afraid to face the truth, and you're not letting your ego get in the way, and you're not living in a state of illusion, you're being honest with yourself, you're living your sole purpose, you're living who you're supposed to be. Because you don't have that anxiety. You release the masks, right? You release the masks, you took off the masks. Everyone has anxiety. I believe a large part of that has to do because we're not living in our truth and we're living an alter ego. And if you look at nature too, nature is honest, okay? There's no illusions. You get what you get. Humans in our logical mind, we are able to say different things than what we're thinking, which in a way is good, but that can't be our default, right? We have to think, and feel and take action in alignment. So be true to yourself. The truth is like the sun and the moon. It can't be hidden. Maybe I should have cooked the chickpeas before. All right, that's what you want. Look at that. More oil. See? Put this in the oven for like 5 minutes. Okay, we're gonna shut the heat off. This is the consistency. The chickpeas are finally cooked. I should have cooked the chickpeas before. I added a little bit of honey and salt to round it out. Scallions on top. Chickpea chana masala with kimchi and soy sauce. I have some like scallion pancakes on the side. Again, this is just me being creative. The message today, tell the truth. Don't be afraid of the truth. Be honest and open with yourself. And the truth can never be hidden. Okay, it can never be hidden. It always comes out. Scallion pancakes didn't come out so good. It's like raw dough, looks like. Hot. I think this is really good. The kimchi has a nice like acidity and spiciness and complements the spices. I didn't know if it would, but I actually think it works. I'll make these scallion pancakes better next time. If it doesn't come out good, I don't gotta pretend. It came out all right, okay? I still like it because I made it and I put positive intention into it. Wish you well. Peace.